You edit these videos and like glue them together. Hello, my name is Gavrel, and I just wanted to talk about my pet bird, Parakeet. His name is Tango. He's a little blue parakeet, and I want to talk about where I got him, my decision why I got him, and how I take care of him.
Hey guys, Mom jumping in here real quick as I'm editing this video. A couple things I just wanted to let you know. Gavrel requested to make this video about his bird and about Parakeet Care. So while I have edited it a little bit for clarity, this is mostly his words as he said them. This is Gavrel's pet. Gavrel saved up his own money and did a bunch of research before deciding that this was the route he wanted to go. And yes, we allowed him to do that. He is also solely responsible for his care. Obviously, if he asks for help, we provide that. And we do order the bird food from our Amazon account, but he pays for it out of his allowance. He just pays us back for it. And so he has really done a phenomenal job of training this bird and taking care of the bird and making sure that everything is done really well. So I just wanted to throw in Mom's perspective and a little bit of a note of clarity there. But I am going to let Gavrel teach you how to take care of a parakeet because watching YouTube videos was a big part of his research process. So here we go.
Where I got him, Strictly Feathers is a really good bird raising store. It also has canaries and a couple other birds. At least one time I was there, it did. It will clip the bird. They'll clip the bird's feathers so that they can't fly and get away for free if you get the bird there. I decided to get a parakeet because it was an easy small animal and they were really cute and fun. And I had 2 white mice, but they died so quickly I didn't want to get another. White mice are really fun, but they die so quickly it's really sad. So I decided that I'd get a parakeet and raise him. The longest parakeet lived almost 30 years, the oldest, and they live from like 10 to 15 in captivity and 5 in the wild. I'm hoping that my bird lives about 20 years because, well, I really like him. He's probably a few years old in bird years, and you can kind of see him scurrying around in the background. He's a curious birdie, which is one thing parakeets definitely are. You can also see that I made, well, Deco made this one. He's my brother. But I made this for Tango's Christmas, the tree and the stocking. So I'm just going to show you and talk about Tango right here. You can see him. Some parakeets, if you don't raise them right, I've had the same experience with Tango, and still am, will start getting nippy and territorial. So try to raise your bird as gently as possible, or, you know, he doesn't trust you. You can take him into, I know this sounds weird, but just take him into the bathroom, him or her, and then you can take them out, let them climb over you. They especially like the head and shoulders. Don't use your hands too much or they might get afraid of them. You can kind of see Tango right here, move around in the background. And so I just wanted to show you about my parakeet and the things I do for him and what's good bird habit and what's not. So you can kind of see Tango. He's very curious, and like I said before, he's very curious. So he's probably going to be a little overexcited about this. You can see his ball right here. He really likes that. He wrestles and plays with it. He really likes his ball. And then you can see I've put this large wooden perch from one side of the cage to the other. That is healthier for his feet. No. You can see way back here in the back, you can kind of see a perch. That is plastic and not so good for his feet. Also, instead of clipping nails, you can get volcanic rock perches right here. It's behind the wooden perch that will keep their nails down, like how you would walk a dog to keep their nails clipped. You can also see this. He really likes this thing. There's toys on it. He doesn't play with those much, but when he does, well, he just really likes it. He isn't such a big fan of this, but I recommend it because it is healthier for his feet than the plastic one. You can see one of them in the back. Here is a bird toy. Can't really see the top of it, but that is a homemade one made out of an already destroyed bird toy. So if you buy hanging bird toys, be sure you get a toy that will last because these birdies are really excited. Also, boys are better at bonding and are more social, apparently. I've learned that over. You can kind of see this coconut hideaway. Tango really likes broccoli. He really likes broccoli, so I put some in. He's not really that interested in the coconut, actually. He likes the sound in it, but if you have enough money, I'd recommend it. But if you don't, I'd just start without these two larger toys. I actually got these later. You can kind of see this ladder here. I hung it up over the two stuff because he doesn't use it to climb down. It would just make more room on the lower space. Now, you can take him in the bathroom, like I said before, and play with them, let him go on your head. Now, we're going to move a little closer to see what's in the back. See the perch Tango's on? That isn't as great for his feet. You can't see his food bowls on account of the toys. You can only partly see them. But, so, you can sort of see them, not really. Right here, behind there, and here, right here. So these are some of his favorite things. He's really curious about the camera, or was. You can decide what's best for your bird, but I moved these two up here where he spends most of his time so that his feet would get healthier, and I put the toy up here right next to it. I'm not sure if he's so interested in the wooden perch, but that's probably because he's just been hanging out and around his toy perch. Now, every once in a while, I will rearrange the stuff in his cage to give him some more interest and fun. Observation. I had the plastic perch up here, but it's not good for his feet, and he spends most of his time up here. So you can see I moved the wooden perch up there. I think the volcanic rock perch was already up. I just moved it, and I hung the ladder around. These birds spend lots of time, and the cage isn't suspended in the air. Budgies are afraid of that. Tango really likes to make lots of little noises you can hear and play with his ball, but so I think you get the idea. There is also this little tray here with a paper towel on it. Paper towels work. Don't only put a paper towel on the tray though, because the bars above the tray, the floor to him, gets really dirty. So I also put a paper towel right here. You can see that Tango's on one now. Don't put a blanket over the cage. You may have heard that helps them sleep. And don't put a mirror in. I don't know what is wrong with the blanket, but I have heard it is not good. And mirrors, they will bond with their reflection. So try to keep them away from the reflection. I had Tango over by the window, but we had to move our couch to where this table was that he's on. You can see. Because we put up our Christmas tree where our couch would normally go. So, try to, if you do have to put an extra window, put cardboard or a whiteboard or something up behind it. If it's not taller than the cage, put something new up, because they will climb up and look over the top of that. I also keep locks here, you see, to keep my little ones out. There are actually 2 doors in the back to open and shut the food and water. You can kind of see their bowls again right here, through across, and there. Be careful with your budgie, like I said before, because they will get nippy if you don't treat them right, and their nips hurt in certain places. I'm having the same experience with Tango. Don't put them near to a vent if you can help it. If you do, cover that vent any way you want or something. Ventilating is not good for your birds. You can play with them out of their cage, but make sure they are not hurt by young ones, little people, and dogs and cats, because I do believe dogs and cats will eat them. They are also, human spit is very bad for them, so be careful not to spit on them in very particular. They will, if they do get nippy, a good way to touch them is to either make noises they like, and they will allow you to touch them. You can bond with them and be good. Tango here just didn't get it in time. The people around him were too rough. I did buy him very well trained at Strictly Feathers again. They have a great bird store. And I've got pictures of him on my head and stuff. But now, next, I'll show you the bird food. Alright, I'm going to show you the food brand right here. I don't know it, but if you order it for the first time and keep ordering it, I get mine every 4 months since this bag is so big. It costs less the first time you get it. If your parakeet is nippy like mine, I also keep these gloves to help deal with them. They're really soft and his nips don't hurt me through them. Food will spill out of your bag. I try to keep mine closed with this. It doesn't really work. But into wherever you're keeping it, I keep mine in a box. That is probably wise because I can pour the spilled food into his food bowl. And I also keep a spoon in here. They usually eat about 2 tablespoons a day, I think. And so, also they really like millet, at least my bird does. Millet and broccoli are Tango's favorite things, and I recommend trying them. If you go to Strictly Feathers, they will give you a list of foods that are good and bad, and what is good for them, and how to advise, and that kind of thing. But I got a millet stick that they really like, and so this brand is really good. You can get it in more than Strictly Feathers. I know that Strictly Feathers also has a brand, even if it's not the same, really like it, and Tango eats it. Also, change his food, water, and paper towels or bird bedding or paper, whatever you keep to clean up once a day. I can do it. That is the cage and the food I get. You can see this is on a table. I keep the box on the 2nd level so that it is easy in hand. A large cage with a fancy top. The fancy top is a waste of space and money. Don't buy one that has a fancy top if you can help it, unless you find one with a good price and a large enough top. I'd recommend getting a parakeet. They are flock birds, but this is a good way to keep your budgie. And so, yeah, be sure to keep your younger siblings away from it. Well, bye. See you later.